That sounds exciting. What kind of date do you have in mind? Something casual like coffee, or maybe a fun activity?
It depends on the vibe you're going for. If you're thinking something low-key, coffee is great. It's relaxed, easy to chat, and doesn't feel like a huge commitment. But if you want to add some fun, maybe an activity like mini golf, bowling, or a museum visit could break the ice and give you more to talk about. What kind of atmosphere are you leaning toward?
I agree. A coffee date sounds perfect for a relaxed vibe, but mini golf or bowling could definitely add some fun. I think it depends on whether we want to keep it chill or go for a little adventure. What do you think would be more your style?
I totally get what you mean. It's all about the mood you're aiming for. I'd say a coffee date is more my speed if I want to really connect through conversation, keeping things relaxed and focused on getting to know each other. But if there's already a bit of chemistry, or I want to inject some playful energy, mini golf or bowling could be fun for a more adventurous vibe. It's like deciding between a cozy vibe or a lighthearted challenge. What do you
That
usually
makes
lean
a lot of
toward?
sense. A coffee date really allows for a deeper connection, which is nice. But having that playful energy at mini golf or bowling could definitely add a fun twist if things are already clicking. So, how about we start with coffee and see how the chemistry goes? If we're feeling it, we can always switch to something more adventurous later. How does that sound?
That sounds like a perfect plan. Starting with coffee keeps it casual and gives space to feel out the vibe. Then, if the energy is flowing and you're both in the mood for something more fun, you can easily pivot to mini golf or bowling. It's flexible, which keeps things exciting. Do you have a coffee spot in mind, or are you still deciding?
I love that idea. Starting with coffee really allows us to see how things unfold. I don't have a specific spot in mind yet, but I think a cozy cafe with a nice atmosphere would be great. Somewhere we can relax and chat. Do you have any favorite coffee places you'd suggest?
A cozy cafe is definitely the way to go. It sets the right tone for a relaxed, comfortable conversation. Maybe look for a place with comfy seating, good music, and a warm
Tea
vibe.
cafe sounds like a
It's
great
always
choice.
nice if they
I
have good
love that it has a
pastries or
cozy
snacks
vibe for
too,
chatting.
just in case you
Do
want
you
to
want
linger
to set a
longer.
time to meet
Do you
there?
have a few
Or
favorite
just play
local
it by ear?
spots, or are you thinking of trying something new?
That's a good idea. Trying something new can make the date more memorable. Do you have a specific activity or place in mind that you'd like to explore?
Trying something new is always a fun way to make a date stand out. If you're up for exploring, maybe you could check out a unique coffee shop known for its ambiance, like one with a cool aesthetic, local art, or a rooftop view. For activities, how about adding a twist by visiting a coffee
That
roastery
sounds
or a
amazing.
cafe that has
A
board
coffee shop
games?
with a unique vibe
That way,
would
you get
definitely
the
make the
relaxed
date
vibe,
special.
but with
I
a
love
little
the idea
something
of
extra.
finding one
Any of
with
those sound
local
appealing
art
to you?
or a nice view. Do you know any spots like that, or should we look for a new place together?
I think looking for a new place together could be a fun part of the adventure. That way, you both get to explore and find something that
Absolutely.
matches the mood
Exploring
you're
a
in.
new place together
Plus,
can add to the
choosing
excitement.
together can help
It'll
create
be fun to
excitement
discover a
before the
hidden
date
gem.
even
Do you
starts.
want to start by
You could
checking out
search
some
for places
recommendations
with a mix of
online?
great
Or
coffee
just wander
and
around a
unique
cool
vibes.
neighborhood?
Maybe one with outdoor seating, or even a little hidden gem in the area. What do you think? Want to make it a mini mission to
A
find that
hidden
perfect
gem
spot?
sounds perfect. Sometimes the best places are the ones you stumble upon. Do you have any neighborhoods in mind where we might find one? Or should we just explore and see what we find?
I love that approach. Sometimes the most memorable spots are the ones you discover by chance. If there's a neighborhood with a mix of cafes, small shops, or a bit of a creative scene, that could be a great area to explore. Maybe a downtown or artsy district, or even a more quiet residential area that might have a hidden gem. If you're both into the idea of wandering around, you could just
That's
stroll
a great
until
idea.
a spot
An
catches
artsy
your eye.
district or a cozy
Do you have a
residential
part of
area
the city
can
you're
really
curious
have
about?
those hidden gems. Downtown often has a nice mix of everything, too. Exploring a creative scene sounds fun. Should we plan to stroll around and see what catches our eye?
That That sounds like a perfect plan. Downtown's creative areas usually have a great mix of quirky cafes, street art, and interesting spots to discover. Strolling around together, letting the vibe lead you, feels spontaneous and fun. Plus, it gives you both a chance to chat while you explore. You never know what kind of cool place you'll stumble upon. When were you thinking of heading out?
I'm glad you think so. Exploring downtown sounds like a blast. How about we aim for a weekend? That way, we can take our time and enjoy the atmosphere. Does Saturday or Sunday work better for you?
That sounds like a perfect weekend plan. Both Saturday and Sunday work great for a relaxed downtown adventure, but I'd probably lean towards Saturday. It feels like there's a bit more energy in the air, with places bustling and more to see. Plus, if the vibe is right, you can always extend the
Saturday
fun
it is.
into the evening.
The energy
Does
in
Saturday work
downtown
for you
is
too?
always great on weekends. It'll be fun to soak up the atmosphere while we explore. What time do you think would be good to meet up?
That sounds perfect. A nice day out with good weather really adds to the experience. If you're thinking of a relaxed pace, maybe meeting late morning or around noon would give you plenty of time to wander, grab coffee, and see where the day takes you. How does something like 11 or 12 sound to you?
That sounds perfect. Meeting around noon gives us a nice window to enjoy coffee and explore without rushing. I'm really looking forward to it. Should we keep it flexible in terms of what we want to do afterward? Or do you have any activities in mind?
Keeping it flexible sounds like a great idea. That way, you can both see how the day unfolds and choose what feels right in the moment. After coffee, if you're both feeling adventurous, you could check out any nearby galleries,
Absolutely.
shops,
It'll be
or
nice
maybe
to go
even a
with the
park
flow
for a nice
and
stroll.
see where the day takes us
But if
after
you want to
coffee.
keep it light,
I'm
just
excited
finding
about
a
the
cozy
adventure.
spot to
Is there
chat
anything
more could
specific
be
you'd like
perfect
to
too.
do or see while we're
It
out?
sounds like it'll be a
Or should
fun
we just
day
keep it
either
open
way.
for surprises?
What do you think you might want to do after coffee?
I'd love to explore some local shops or check out any street art in the area. If we find something interesting, we could even pop into a gallery or catch a live performance if there's one happening. What about you? Anything you'd be especially interested in?
That sounds like a fantastic plan. Exploring local shops and checking out street art can really highlight the character of the area. If there's a gallery or a live performance happening,
Definitely.
that would
It'll
be a great
fun
bonus.
to see the unique vibe of
Personally,
the
I'd
neighborhood
enjoy
that
just
way.
wandering and seeing what catches our eye.
Who knows what
I
hidden
love
treasures
discovering
we might find
unique
in the
finds
shops
and
or
cool
art
art.
around us.
It sounds like you'll have
I'm
plenty
looking
to
forward
see
to
and
it.
do. Is there any specific type of shop or art that you're hoping to find?
I'd love to find some quirky little boutiques or maybe a vintage shop. As for art, I enjoy murals and installations that have a lot of color and creativity. How about you? Is there a particular style of art or type of shop that excites you?